Outback, Shadow 1-1. Target acquired.
Outback to Shadow 1-1. Roger that.
Target is dropping into the atmosphere. Entering re-entry now. Very fast ROD.
Outback, roger. Alerting defense. Maintain pursuit.
Attention, unidentified craft. You are approaching Australian air domain. Identify yourself. The target is squawking. Transmitting data.
Target ID is Meteor 1. Weapons safe. I repeat, weapons safe.
Weapons safe. Roger. Meteor 1 is still descent.
Meteor 1, this is Outback Control. What is your status? Are you trying to land? Jag mogę etodershat. Dawaj te sukasin. Meteor 1, repeat.
Meteor 1 is descending too fast. High probability of crash.
Oh my boya sobrayos crashet!
Shadow to Outback. Meteor 1 is down. Sending crash zone coordinates.
Roger. We'll route available units for SAR. You are cleared to continue your patrol. Outback out. Such was my return to my homeworld. Not my best entrance, but not my worst either. I am Major Ruslan Rurikov of the ISAF Air Force. I am an aviator in the skies of secrecy. I've returned after my long space journey. When I left, our war with the Spherusian crystals and their contaminated weapons was entering its decisive moment, and the Project 9 forces, remnants of the Vrabach Foundation, were making landfall here, in Queensland. I did not have any way to know what happened after I left, but Australia is still standing, Prairie is still here, and the world seems in one piece, but nevertheless, especially nowadays. Oh, Major Rurikov, you've returned. Are you okay?
Well, I came back on a very long and tiring space journey, only to plunge into Earth's atmosphere at too fast a speed, and then pulled up at the last second and then crashed into some poor bastard's field, and now you're asking me if I'm doing okay? I'm fine, thank you. We've been missing you. Thank you. I'm back, everyone. Back to the Earth. Back to our sweet, sweet home. Speaking of which, is the Earth still intact? Yep, we won. We took the battle to the crystal homeworld of Spherus, and after a long and arduous fight, we finally prevailed. Oh, my shoe's untied again. Jeez, it's been a while since we've seen you. I know that voice. You do? Yes, have a seat. Alright then. You're not Major Windhover. I'm a Windhover. Who might you be? Captain Chris Nesbitt Viper Windhover. Call sign Viper. Windhover's brother. I certainly am. So, what about today? Did I miss much? Oh, yes you have, my friend. Then tell me everything. Well, the invasion and the Crystal War have finally ended. They are now remnants of history. A new era has dawned. A brave new world. The doors have now slammed open and much more opportunities for the future have risen. First, there's some good news and bad news. I've been told that we're being reorganized. Yes, the bad news is some of our squadrons have been disbanded. Good news is they're being reorganized into the Royal Aerospace Strike Force, an Australian ISAF joint task force. The Southern Defense Initiative is no more. We have a whole new program. We have a new air fleet courtesy of our High Technology Aerospace Weapons Center. We have new fighters, including newly built advanced F-111s, both manned and unmanned. We also have the Stealth Hawk and Flight Hawk unmanned combat aerial vehicles, the MQ-35 Condor miniplane, and the QA-45C Hunter unmanned stealth bomber. Jeez, the Hunters. I thought they were sent to Mackay to be scrapped. And now they're working there? Sure thing. The transports have also received upgrades, like the MV-32 Pave Dasher Tiltjet and MC-17 Special Operations aircraft, and the XV-40 Sparrowhawk. For missile and long-range defense, we have the AL-52 Dragon, which is basically a B-52 carrying a laser weapon based in Brisbane. Yes, the Wings of Fire. As for the ground force, we have seen major upgrades. We have battle electro-responsive protection suits, also known as Bushranger suits. They finally got those operational again. The cybernetic infantry device is a 10-foot manned robot made for the front lines. Both use the hypervelocity electromagnetic railgun. There's also a few crazy new ground vehicle types, like the flight-capable attack car, rocket motorcycle, and submersible sports car. Already we have been putting them to good use. We are most certainly armed and ready. Good evening, gents. As I live and breathe, George Windhover, Major Rurikov. I was just explaining our new strike force to Spaceman Spiff over here. By all means, continue. And also, we have a fleet of space planes. Yes, I've been meaning to say, when I was entering the atmosphere, I remember being pursued by some aircraft. This was a ridiculously high altitude we're talking about here. These are the XR-A9 Black Eagles, scramjet fighters. Using a high-speed flow in a natural non-burning scramjet engine that's ignited using a pulsed laser source, as demonstrated by Australian scientists from the University of New South Wales at the Australian Defence Force Academy. So this new Aerospace Strike Force has grown into a full-fledged task force based right here, providing almost instant access to space at every corner of the globe using the Black Eagle and Fighting Thunderbolt spaceplanes. The ISAF's powerful network of satellites and unmanned aircraft controlled from space can not only attack a target anywhere on the planet within hours, but can even invade a computer network as easily as making a phone call. This is unbelievable. We have such power now. But alas, the program does have its critics and doomsayers, including Russia, the United Nations, and the press. When you were gone, a disgraced former Cambodian military chief of staff engineered an insurgency that threatened to destroy the regime. A new era was dawning in Southeast Asia, but one must be wary of old enemies. On the run and unable to count on support from his friends, this rebel leader turned to us, his old nemesis, for help. And we couldn't commit any forces to a Cambodian civil war, and with time running out, we had to use the Black Eagles. Of course, there have been other events, such as last month when Thailand became a battleground between Stratocumulus insurgents, a Chinese task force, Cambodian opportunists, and American oil companies and politicians. Somehow, a handful of commandos, half a world away, aided by an unproven force of robot warplanes, fought and won a war in which seemingly everyone, even friendly forces at home, wanted them to fail. Did that catch you up? Oh, it sure did. You've had way too much fun without me. Wish I was there. Oh, you would have. And now you've arrived. Yes, my space mission was far-reaching. I grabbed a few things from the ice planet of Arctera, then joined the Korak fleet in the final battle. Then I made my own way back home, which involved visiting multiple new worlds. I made a few friends and a few enemies. I had unfortunately grabbed the attention of several enemies, and they've been chasing me for a while, and I fear they still are. You told Command, didn't you? I did. Well, that's just what we need. These aliens are the same ones who created Sirac, the Nebula M space hunters. We've been searching for some rogue Vravoks here. They call themselves the Silent Shadow. No, it can't be. Who are these guys? A division within the Vravoks Foundation's Special Operations Branch. It was made up of several individual squads. The Silent Shadow undertook numerous missions during the Iron War, including assassinations and extractions. During the wars after, the squad took it upon themselves to wipe out every enemy of the Foundation they encountered. However, one faction was ultimately able to convince the rest of the squad to betray their leader and join them. Said faction was the Project 9. Yes, this pterodactyl-like creature was spotted over Cairns a few days ago. Well, I think this is enough for one night. It does seem like a lot has happened while I was away. But I'm just so tired right now. Good night, sir. Good to have you back. Yes, while it's on my mind, duty officer. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Major Rurikov, my good comrade. Cold enough for you? Ugh, you could say that again. Reminds me of my grandfather's stories in Stalingrad. As you may have heard, some of our facilities were attacked early this morning. The physicals is still being repaired. It will take some time though. I need to get in the fight too. Where is my tornado? I think it's about time I took that bird into the sky once again. Oh, sorry to say this, mate. It's been written off. What? Why? You dinged it up pretty good last year. It just couldn't be fixed. I really love that bird. My old warhorse. Command's got other plans for you. Oh, I know. I'm to get my boots on the ground, help our troops, and tell you guys where to point your guns. And defend the spaceship while it can still be rebuilt. It's not just that. The aliens have set up air defenses to keep us out while they set up camp. Why are they doing this now? Chris, where are you at right now? Yes, bro? I didn't see him anywhere. Subcutaneous transmitters in our skin. They're basically microchip transceivers linked to a satellite network. Okay, I copy. I read you. I have you spend 3. Are we gonna start this again?
Get over here and report to me.
For sure. The Bushranger is a fully integrated reconnaissance weapon and defense system. The heart of the Bushranger is its suit's specialized material. This material hardens at a point of impact by employing an electric charge. Alright, I'm here. What's going on? This version of the suit has an integrated power exoskeleton, which enables a Bushranger commando to do labor with much more strength and speed. These newer versions are also equipped with spear netrusion systems. Is that right? Which can interface with digital systems and manipulate them by transmitting false data and commands such as powering down or creating false targets. It can be whatever you want. You can literally turn the battle in your favor. Hot damn. Have you trained for it? Yes, I have. But that was mostly a spare time thing in case something really bad happened. Now it's the real thing. Yeah. By the way, Mr. Soren, what about your space journey? Well, yeah, I flew Star Phantom to the moon veranda, where we found and destroyed an enemy outpost. Our next mission was to head to Kepler 452b. Yes, another difference is that he came down to Earth screaming like a girl on the radio. The point is, we all performed dangerous missions in the last war. And I'll be willing to do it again. Oh, sure. Well, I also managed to attain the power of telekinesis on the way. I'm sure most of us discovered hidden abilities. So, I have faith.
It should be easy. Just don't stop without me, please.
Alright, time for me to get dressed for the occasion. Good luck up there.
Alright, Sven, it's time to get ready.
Yes, sir. I will get my MiG ready. It is good to be back. Beats being about, sir, I have to say.
Get your 40mm ready now. Miroslav, you better be ready in there.
Of course, sir.
An extraterrestrial force has breached Earth's airspace and has already made landfall. Meanwhile, the silent shadow is on the move again. We've seen them at more Project 9 runways on the rise. The surprise attacks carried out after the landfall saw the defending forces of various regions, including central Queensland, suffer major damage. Numerous bases and stations have been attacked or abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge high-technology aerospace weapons center was spared from the attack. Our Kooroorinya base is now preparing to launch an attack against the intruders. The RWF base in Townsville and Yerenbar garrison also managed to escape destruction. However, Yerenbar's airstrip was damaged, so counterinsurgency planes are unavailable at this time. To Today, the Aerospace Strike Force reclaims its bid to the Southern Defense Contingency. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Kooroorinya in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Kooroorinya, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. The second objective is to defend the Sentinel base. To do that, Ruslan and his team will reactivate a comrade with contact command and an anti-air gun to help clear the skies. After completing their task, they will meet up with the rest of the group. The third objective will be to defend the Physicus crash site while it is still being repaired. That spaceplane is an apparent high-priority target for the enemy. The reason why is yet to be determined. There is more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the Silent Shadow has been deploying Project 9 fighters. These fighters are a new, extremely misshapen type of human. The surviving division of Project 9 comprises of this new human. We need to regain control of the air defense systems. Good luck out there.
Let's go, team. Good morning, sir. My name is Lieutenant Trevor Griffin, and I will be your second in command.
This is AWACS Solar Wave. I will be directing combat ops for all active aircraft. Be advised, Warhorse 3-1 and Warhorse 3-2. Your current LZ is too hot. Roger that. Duty officer. Stand by to receive and respond.
Roger. Coordinates received. Initiate immediate course correction. Sentinel forward operating base is presently under siege from a Corvette-class space hunter vessel. Due to the sensitive nature of this facility, use of large-scale airstrikes has been, for the moment, prohibited.
All Bushranger teams, push back the attack on Sentinel. Find out what we're dealing with. Roger that, with your strike.
Critically, combined efforts to obtain relevant data from enemy forces have been unsuccessful. However, current defensive forces are insufficient. Command has requested team carriers direct the intervention to help secure Sentinel base.
Move up! Apply cover fire!
This is Villain Squadron. We are entering combat airspace, proceeding with operation.
Control to all teams, hostiles north.
Knock some heads, man.
Oh, fuck! I'm taking fire! Oh, that stings!
You've got 3 new contacts, Bushrangers.
All units, this is Catfish CID Company. We're moving to take on the heavy weaponry. I've got plenty of ammo just itching to be used.
Here, come get some!
Rule 1. Take on heavy forces at the rear and back up Catfish Company. Guardian 1. Rifle.
Area 2-1 to Sentinel Control. Courtyard is clear. Over. Enter the main gate to the east. We will brief you as you go.
What is that thing? That is not human.
This is Harrier 2-1. I've just confronted several Project 9 fighters up close.
That's a Project 9 soldier. It looks so bloody distorted.
Unit approaching. It's an armed LCAC, a hovercraft unit.
Sentinel Control, I see a target locator. Any potential support in the area?
Limited, but we'll prioritize whatever you need, sir.
Subway to Villain Squadron.
Go ahead, Solar Wave.
The HAL unit of Hunter drones is in position to attack.
Roger. Establishing data link with hunters, ready to attack. Target destroyed. That EMP is scrap metal now. That's a direct hit. Keep up the fire.
We're away to firing super shells. I'm targeting the enemy LCAC.
The Corvette's still above us.
Indigo 3-7, heading back to base. Oh, we got enemy tangos on our 6. I'll copy. Harrier 2-1, I'm blazing the target.
Guardian 3 to Harrier 2-1. Target sighted. Commencing rocket fire. This is Guardian 3. Confirmed target neutralized.
Outstanding! Pain Basher is inbound transport.
This thing is insane, and I love it. Get moving ground units.
Roger that, Villain. We're advancing.
The old Royal Station has its own comms array. That should bring us back online with command. Saborna Base has an anti-air battery that will help us clear the skies. AA gun is to the west, comms array to the east. Let's roll.
This is Guardian Tank Battalion. Sorry for the delay. We're proceeding with our operation. All tanks, move out. Halt! Armor piercing! Fire! Next target!
We got you back.
I'm picking up the power source. We're close to the AA gun. That's the gun over there. Should be a reset control somewhere. We must get it online.
That did it. AA gun is online. Nice work, team. Get to Roland Station and get that comms array up and running.
This is Catfish. We are engaging enemy mechas.
Have a seat. Oh, so it's up close and personal you want, eh? Take this. And this. Hey, stop that. Okay, you asked for it.
Down he goes.
Nice, Catfish. Guardian 1 moving to provide support for Catfish and Harrier.
Up that comms array has a working generator. Look out! Enemy vehicle!
Stand firm. We have to buy time for the other units to establish a defensive line around the planes.
Let's search the area for a generator switch. Okay, generator is up and running.
I'm moving to find the comms array. It should be up high.
There, I see it. I'm going to turn it on now.
Harrier 2-1, hurry! The Corvette is preparing for an attack.
Yes, clear. That's the way we get it done, team.
Area team, fighters are inbound and ready to push. Black Eagle is standing by to take the shot.
Commencing ordnance launch. Firing!
Roger that. Target acquired. Weapon away.
Obytna Canada Českая raketa, eh? The rod from God.
Impact. 3, 2, 1.
Direct hit on the Corvette confirmed. That behemoth is crashing into the lake. Well done, forces. Operation accomplished. All squadrons, you are cleared to return to base. Bushrangers, stand by for debriefing. The plains of northwestern Queensland have erupted into conflict once again, as Project 9 Distance and alien lifeforms are launching attacks against the local defences. Meanwhile, the Shire of Flinders and Division of Kennedy are on the verge of a political vacuum after multiple government facilities were destroyed, deeply affecting stability in the region. Martial law has been declared and excessive force is expected to be used.
Well, boys, that was quite a successful mission. How did it go on your end? Oh, chaos. These things that I was fighting on the ground, they were barely human. Project 9 must have subjected themselves to so many experiments that they've evolved into another subspecies. You know, I've seen things crawl out from under rocks that had more class than them. And as a warrior of stone, I know rocks. Their official name is the Unidentified Human Creature. We've dubbed them Human Incognitus. A bit of poetry. I've been receiving news from the astronomy department. The news is not good. It just keeps happening, doesn't it? 2018JA Orpheus was discovered by amateur astronauts in the Raumati Space Center of New Zealand just a few days ago. It is an asteroid with a suspected diameter of about 9 to 13 kilometers and a mass comparable to a small moon. Just now, Australian astronomer Jodie Cavendish realized that Orpheus is going to collide with the Earth in a few months, and noted that Orpheus seems to have a will of its own, following an abnormal path to put itself on a collision course with Earth. Because of this, I just proposed that Orpheus could have been a space monster. So we need to anticipate that thing's arrival? Jeez. We can do it. We can defeat them. I mean, we did last time. Intercepting an asteroid shouldn't be difficult for us.
Chris Windhover to George Windhover.
I'm here, but I'm on mission right now. What's up?
The intel we acquired via Netrusion that I didn't want to say in front of the others, especially Major Rurikov. Some of the soldiers that we've been fighting, some of the special forces units that were with Project 9, we believe that they've originated from Belarus in Eastern Europe.
Oh, great. Are you serious? More enemies?
And if it's Belarus we're talking about, I guess they want Ruslan Rurikov back in their nation for some reason. It's all crazy, bro.
You're telling me. Keep me updated on what you find. I'm going to help the guys on the front line now in this Bushranger suit.
They didn't have to tell me. I was using Netrusion in battle too. The Special Forces of the Republic of Belarus are working together with the Silent Shadow and infiltrating this battlefield. I could understand what they were saying. They're after me. They want me back in their custody. I've become so much of a skilled ace that they're reclaiming their bid to my being. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to my old life. There's nothing there for me anymore. Not my mother, not my home. Nothing. But if I don't leave, they'll escalate. Belarus will declare open war. Australia will have to face a combination of 3 enemies at once. and more innocent people are going to pay the price. So for the safety of these citizens, I'll take the physicals and return home. But until then, my work is not done. Is this what's become of my journey? To go back to where I wanted to escape?
Goriel Battalion, this is Command. Goriel, go ahead. We need that base taken out, Commander. What's your status? Still outside. Thermal on the interior shows standing room only. The troops are gonna have to thin them out, or they'll be way too popular. Copy that, Goriel. The Royal Civil Air Patrol is standing by for an assault. Command out.
The Civil Air Patrol's here? They'll be slaughtered.
Solar wave to all air forces. We've got a job to do, so let's stay focused and get it done. Harrier 2-1, are you in position?
Affirmative.
Good. Execute.
Alright, men, move out.
All forces,
We're
the
with you,
aliens
Major.
own this sector now and are defending for a major strike. Eliminate all hostile anti-air defense so the rest of our forces can arrive at the Shire for the operation. Keep a low profile. We'll take it by surprise. This will be a hell of a lot easier.
All civil air units, fire your Sparrows and reverse course.
Range on. Fire.
Super Phoenixes. Fox 3, Fox 3. Shake it off somehow. It's still there. Taking fire. This is Goriel. We're advancing now. On your guard, boys. Meteor 2, engaging. Time to deliver some peace for superior firepower, boys. Targets at will. Yes, sir. Payback's a bitch, ain't it, fellas? Never seen you should walk on tipsy as Santa Boy, Ibis. Oh, he's not. Hunter flight, engaging. Damn, I lost visual. Where did he go?
Take cover!
Enemy mates dive bombing us. Can someone help us out?
This is Boomerang 1. Check. He gets my full attention.
Wrong squad.
Villain to Crusader. Deploy the reinforcements at the LZ. We'll cover.
It appears that the recon mission's discovery last night was not an anomaly. A series of Project 9 and Nebula M space hunter deployments have occurred undetected. and we are now under attack across the Shire of Flinders, including air defences. As per the Southern Defence Contingency, we are countering on every front. Aerial reconnaissance has also identified sophisticated enemy army hiding canopies and has been pinpointed what's believed to be a landing zone for additional forces. The origin is yet to be determined.
That landing zone has been tagged by Australian Command as a priority 1 target. Harrier 2-1, what is your status?
Pylons are down. We're pushing up the hill.
Harrier 2-1, be advised. Surveillance has identified 2 hostile anti-aircraft guns southwest of your location. We need those taken out ASAP.
Copy, Commander. New target. Shut down those AA guns. Get us there in one piece.
Harrier 2-1, AA guns visual range.
Pegasus 1-2, visual on the enemy AA guns. We're hit! We're going!
We're away 2 to Harrier 2-1. Those guns are pounding us with high-velocity plasma shells.
Which would mean a strike by air is also out of the question at this time.
Harrier 2-1, all our birds are stuck out of range unless you can do something about those guns.
Wait, too much AA detected. Guardian 1, abort attack run.
I'm on fire! Ejecting! Guardian leader's down, requesting immediate SAR! This is forward air control. Negative, no aircraft are available at this time.
Fire in the hole. It's gonna blow.
Solar Wave, we're away flight. Permission to commence bombing runs. Heading 224.6, over. Good work, 2-1. Skies are clear. Squadrons, commence bombing run. Heading 224.6, permission granted. Out. Harrier 2-1, there's a mining facility near your location. The space hunters are using it as a command outpost. Troopers on site have already engaged.
We're away 1, missiles away. New intel. Friendly forces near the Space Hunter outpost have spotted a high-value target.
Eto vyglade poleznam.
An enemy field marshal, in fact.
A field marshal? We're onto something big here.
Grenade out.
Eyes on the prize, Harrier. Take out that commander if you have the chance, but keep moving towards the spires.
High-value target has been neutralized. Impressive.
This is Whirlaway 1. I'm being hit by ground fire. My right engine's losing power. Goliath? Do you think you can make it?
Update 2-1. Scans show another Nebula MAA gun ahead of your location. We need you to neutralize that gun by any means necessary.
I'm surrounded here. There's no way out.
Guardian leader has abandoned his plane and is proceeding on foot. Probability of survival is low. Requesting extraction.
Dobra noc.
Lost contact with Guardian leader.
Guardian leader, are you still with us?
For that flag.
So low! Dobra noc. Engaging infantry. This is for Jonathan.
The cold stop. Adopt.
Well done, 2-1. We now need up-close recon on those spires. We're gonna fly you the rest of the way. Chief Warrant Officer McComber has the Sparrowhawk inbound to our position. Highlighting the LZ now.
We're away 2 to Cowboy 1-2. Your LZ is clear. Get in there.
Major, we're going to set up a forward observation post here.
Copy that. Command waiting on new intel. See what you can see. Rurikov out.
This is Chief Warrant Officer Whack McComber. Need a lift, Major? Spotted some nasty business in the canyon on the way down. I'll call out targets as we go.
Harrier 2-1 to Villa. Watch our backs.
You could do the whole job if you wanted.
Top of the canyon, dead ahead. Nice shooting, Bushranger. Stay sharp, 2-1. We're not out of the canyon yet.
AA gun destroyed. Another AA destroyed.
I'm blasting the hell out of us.
Get some! Stop me, Yasola! Tank destroyed!
Latest intel suggests these spies may be projecting electromagnetic cloaking shields.
Saw it coming, duty officer. Priority 1, pilot. Gotta know what's in there. Affirmative, sir. Here we go. We just lost all power. We're going down.
Hold on, Major.
This is Harrier 2-1 to Solar Wave. Cowboy 1-2 is down. We're proceeding on foot.
Crew didn't make it. We shouldn't stay here. I'm showing hostiles all over the place. We gotta move.
This is Wearaway 1. I'm out of fuel. I'm going to ditch. I'm ditching at Oriolton Airport.
Solwave, we've got eyes on the spire. Looks like a staging area. Copy, we have your visual. Duty officers working on the problem. Stand by.
Command believes those spies to be teleportation terminals. Solver Wave, duty officer. Wearaway's 2 landing site has come under attack. Major Windhover is currently returning fire.
Intel update. The spire is a giant power generator.
Generator? Taken out of that station should be a big hunk of steel. Wearaway is on station ready to kill that spire, but first we need to power down its shields. Understood. Major, I'll hold these bastards off. You find a way to the top of that spire.
Wearaway 2, please respond.
Hey Wax, Harrier 2-1 is on his way up. Get in there. Take out that shield, Major. Pegasus 1-1 is en route. They'll pick you up as soon as you knock out the power to that shield. Ready when you are, Major.
Major Windhover, can you read me?
George, can you hear me? George.
Hurry, Harrier 2-1. We got a squadron inbound to blow that tower as soon as the shield is powered down. Drop the shield and get out of there. Get us out of here. Solwave, this is Harrier 2-1. Spire is green and you're free to engage. Have a nice day. Copy that, Rurikov. Be advised, all ground units, airstrike inbound, and all weapons have been authorized. One way to seal the deal.
It didn't take long for the battle to end. Our enemy was ruthless, efficient, but they weren't nearly fast enough. for you had already brought in a new era. I brought this enemy to our soil. Together we drove it away. Together, from land and sky, we brought down the towers they were building. But the cost was high, just as it was the last few times. Many have fallen, and you were stolen from us, taken away by operatives from another nation. If they want me back so much, then I suppose it is time. Our victory, your victory, was so close, I wish you were there to see it. We will continue the path to rebuilding. You have inspired us to embrace our prosperity and ignite the revolution to a brave new world. That is your gift to us. With that, we will remember. Until next time, Major Windhover, that is all.